Well, I took my spooky central unit not really apart, but because this thing here is actually for the contact, and what I did was I had it plugged in, and I was in such a hurry, I don't know how my foot caught this wire. I pulled it and I snapped over here, this plastic thing. Now it does work when I push this plastic back together like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something better than JB Weld to fix it. I'm going to use this 3M part 08115. I did verify that it works with the voltmeter. I see, you know, it's just a contact. You got to beware of these connections, because I'm going to actually take some Gorilla Tape. I don't know where I got it. Right here. Some Gorilla Tape, like this stuff. And when I have this plugged in, the wire is going to be Gorilla Taped to this, just in case I kick it again. I don't want to yank it, and I snapped this. These aren't really big. Now this is the inside of the unit, so you can see this is what it is. It's probably could be made a smaller, man. I don't know. It's just that, I guess, whenever you, well, you know what it is. It needs air circulation. There's where the plasma attaches to back there, right? I mean, I don't know what the hell it does, man. I mean, it's an electronic circuit board, but whatever that thing is, probably the, I don't know what the hell this shit is. I'm assuming, let's see, that's your, this must be your power supply right there, because that's where the switch is, right there. So, you know, if you ever had to take this bitch apart and fix something on it, it wouldn't be that bad, because I'd imagine what normally would go maybe is that fan after so many years, and maybe the power supply. This, man, watch these damn that freaking switch is, it's kind of, well, you know, it is what it is, man. I guess it would probably be better if there's always something they could do better. It wasn't attached to the circuit board itself, but you know, what are you gonna do? These actually, I don't know. I guess if you kick something, you can freaking break it no matter what. I mean, it's electronic, man. Don't step on your cell phone. You know, you'll break it, right? It's not like it broke. I broke it. But this is the inside of it. And I really didn't break it because after I push these back together, it's what it will be. It'll be more solid. I'll put on there as, I'll use the, I don't know if I got them right here. Yeah. I'll put these on it, the needle nose vice grip's real light, and I'll have it like raised up like that and let that shit dry for 24 hours, and chemical clean up here. Then that'll be all connected. That'll be all glued up really solid again. It just won't have this little ring on there, but I could probably make a ring for it or some bullshit. But not a big deal. Not a big deal. But man, you gotta watch this thing, man. You gotta watch this bad boy. I don't know what this black stuff is for, but it's for something, man. So shit doesn't get on there and short something out. But there it is. That's the inside of it. That's your spooky central on the inside. I guess you could probably make it a lot smaller too. Who the hell knows? I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is whatever the hell that is. See that? Cute, huh? I forgot to post this, because how many people here? You got these, what are these? Those are capacitors, aren't those? Aren't those capacitors, those big things there? I assume. They're not TV tubes, I'm assuming. Yeah, those are capacitors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky 7. So anyway, that kind of pissed me off when I did that, because it says, I think the contact mode is one of the strongest things you can do, because, I mean, it's not the be-all end-all of anything, but whatever's in the blood, whatever microbes in the blood goes most of the body, right? I mean, it doesn't, the blood is, well, the lymph system is about 3 or 4 times the volume of the blood. So I mean, if you cleared all the blood of all the pathogens, you didn't clear them even in a lymph system, you didn't even touch that garbage. But, and then there's other places where the blood doesn't really go well, so you didn't clear that. But if you clear all the pathogens in the blood and the microbes in the blood, you went a long way to curing whatever problem you got. So this thing is, since it does It does the 100 hertz with the PEMF, the pulse of electronic magnetic force, after each cycle. So I guess that's each 100 times a second, right? It does that pulse. And then it does the 320 volt, half a millionth of a second, half a microsecond pulse out of that thing. Well, that's getting fixed right now. Now I feel okay that I can fix it. I know I can fix it. Because I did check it with the meter. When I squeeze this together, that contact right here, it worked. It worked fine. So, it's a little guy, man. That's the thing. I think I was rushing around. I was doing something with the cats or some shit. And then my foot hit the damn wire, which was plugged in. And I just, I heard, oh shit. That ain't good. So, that's the only thing it did, though. So, that's one thing, man. Like I said, there's going to be, when this wire is on here and plugged in, it's going to have that monster tape taped on here from now on. So if I hit the other end of the wire, it ain't going nowhere, man. So, but it's kind of cool. I figure I'll post this. You can see what the hell's on the inside of it. It comes out. There's like, it's almost like, I used to do a lot of crap on computers, man. I used to, besides being the controller, they pretty much never had a computer guy come in and do anything, but I don't mess with that shit no more. I just buy laptops. And just a couple screws on each side. Then this piece comes off with the handles, right? Then you got 6 little screws. And if you do that stuff, make sure you put them in a cup so you don't lose them. And that was my contact mode. But it's getting fixed right now. And actually, JB Weld would probably do it. Very good job, especially if it's chemically clean and a little scuffed up where that plastic is. And like I said, when you put it together, you don't like you squeeze this together. You don't like clamp the vice grips on it real hard, just enough to make the contact where it's. And but it's going to be done with this crap. This stuff makes JB Weld look like Elmer's glue all. This is for gluing on quarter panels and rocker panels on cars and door skins. Man, I've been using this crap like for all kinds of junk. So that's one thing, man. I wonder if you can make just that contact mode in a portable device. Boy, that'd be. Hey, Parazapper, you listening? I don't know if you need all these capacitors though. You probably do. You probably need those. I mean, I don't know. I know some real basics about electronics, real basic shit. But I'm assuming to get that 320 volt spike going, and this is probably a good assumption. I'm a guy that doesn't know this shit, but like, I know what capacitors do. They store up a bunch of energy, and they go, they put out a bunch. Just like this Lakowski coil is supposedly a capacitor in a way. That's what it does. You see the open circuit there? Once it builds up so much, the energy goes into the body, right? With the 2 magnets on the end. That's actually a real simple capacitor. But those capacitors are probably very much necessary for that 320 volt spike for half a millionth of a second. So I guess you really can't make this device too small, because look how many of them you need, right? 1, 2, 3. You got 7 of those bad boys in here. So is that how that works? Oh yeah, 50 volts, right? It says 50 volts. So you got 50 times 7. That's 350 volts, or 300. Well, close enough, right? 320 volts, maybe. Maybe that's what that deal is. These are loading up, and so if you went to full capacity, it'd be 350 volts. So that's probably where. That's got to be it. But that's what I like about this, because there's nothing that really can do that, and that spike will knock out anything. So me gonna fix this right now. Man, that sucks. I can't. Well, it doesn't suck now, because I know it works. It didn't work until I squeezed this together and gently. So now the contacts are making it. So when I put that goop on there, it'll be stronger than the original by far. Because I'm a redneck, man. I redneck the crap out of anything. If something breaks, I mean, I can't weld this. Right, John? John White? I can't get out here to my MIG welder and go, I gotta fix these contacts. I ain't doing that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. But anyway, there's the guts of this bad boy. Anyway. You just put a hood scoop on here and this turbocharger and you're all set, right? That'll be spooky SC2000, right? You know, ram air induction on the side, right? Some cheater slicks. I don't know, shit, I don't know. Anyway, I know enough about doing shit to get me in trouble, but I'm going to be very careful with this. This ain't really broke. It's just kind of broke. And we can redneck repair it better than the original. So, and there you go. That's what the inside of this guts of this thing looks like. Don't take it apart, because now you've seen what it looks like, right? There's your 7 capacitors. There's your fan back there. If you ever need to change that fan, I mean, it's got a bunch of numbers on it. See? Right back there? Got a bunch of numbers on it. It's an E. I don't know. What the hell's that say? Model DS0, whatever the hell it is, ACV. I mean, just go on eBay and get that damn fan or some crap if you need one. And the power supply, imagine it's the same way. That would be the 2 main things I think would break on here, if anything. And this thing, I don't know what the hell's in here, man. Probably contains high voltage or something, you know. Probably contains high voltage. Probably don't want to mess with this shit, you know. Just like a lot of stuff when you take it apart, there's voltage in there for days. I'd imagine there's some voltage in these capacitors that could be in there for days. I just had it running. So anyway, and here's the little feet that go on here. They just unscrew, but you don't need to unscrew those things. But anyway, what the hell? It's just for informational purposes here, video, and I figured I'd post this while I'm messing around with this, because I bet you I'm not the only guy that does this. And if you can't find this shit, I think the JB Weld would work very good. This stuff is about almost $40 for that crap, and JB Weld's like $5. So if you put this on here, you want to very gently clamp these together, and you want to have this held up on this side so there's no weight pulling down this way. You let it sit there for 24 hours. After you chemically clean it and scuff it up, it'll be stronger than new.